What is up, Cahir Club, and welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody's had a wonderful, wonderful start to their week. It is Monday. Hello, Mango. Embarrass yourself over what? Well, I'm not sure if you've seen Mango's username as of late, Jello, but I think something's coming this stream. But hello, Mango. Hello, Jello, and hello, Brugger. How goes it? How goes it? I hope that your weeks have gotten off to good starts. It is Monday, which means Gandalf gets to lick a graham cracker. It also means it's shiny hunting. We are back with more shiny hunting, specifically the Minccino shiny hunt. We are 96 encounters away from odds, which means statistically we're probably going over odds this stream. You know, we're probably gonna hop on over. Think that's just good. Yeah, no, I sure am. I guess that would be like the funniest thing, is just Mango doesn't redeem it this stream, and I've titled it for nothing, which is means that the title will be true. To be honest, like, I wouldn't be embarrassing myself to stream, so like I would have been very correct in my title, really, wouldn't I? But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, we should hop into the shiny hunting, because we're at so many encounters, man. Like, but then the title thing would be a little embarrassing. Well, no, it wouldn't. The title thing is over odds for a shiny I can't catch, which is true. But hello, Rob, how goes it? I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start. We're continuing on with the Infinity Hunt today. I guess I shouldn't refer to it that way, yeah, right? Like, fundamentally, the thing that... Well, yeah, but, like, why would that be embarrassing if it's just true? Yeah, I'm not going to embarrass myself to stream, and if I don't, then why would I be embarrassed over that? I just told the truth. That's what I was saying. Like, it wouldn't be embarrassing if I didn't embarrass myself. Yeah, alright, thanks. How's things on your end? Pretty solid, pretty solid. Except for, obviously, the lack of D&D this weekend. You think this whole discussion is a bit boring? We can discuss more interesting things if you want. How about, no, I can stall. Peanuts. Have you guys had any peanuts recently? You know? Peanuts are pretty cool. I think peanuts are like... Obviously, like, some people die eating them. Wrong answer. Peanuts are awful. I hate peanuts. Peanuts... Horrendous. Horrendous stuff. What kinds ofs? He's done it. He's done it. Well then, yeah. Oh, that was worse than I thought it would be, yeah.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
It's not what it's all about, Nya. Gonna be honest, Nya. It's not, Nya. I should more tactfully do my sentences, so I have to say it less, Nya. I could have done that more intelligently, Nya. However, I didn't, Nya. Anyway, for content mangoes, 200,000 channel point redeem. I have to end every sentence with nya. Did it that time, nya. Nya. Does that count, nya? Like, if I say, like, a single word sentence, do I have to end it with nya? You should work on being smarter, yes, nya. That's a thought. Do I have to end sentences that other people say to me when I read them out with nya? Like, is that a thing I have to do, nya? Really doing this for the whole stream, nya? No, just 15 minutes, nya. Obviously, no, yes, nya. Oh, no. Yeah. It is 15 minutes of nya. You agree with Rob, nya? Still truly embarrassing, nya. I did say it was gonna be, nya. I did, nya. On the tin, nya. You got to go your bye, nya. Too much for Brugger, I guess, nya. But now the proverbial rock has fallen, nya. It kind of has, nya. In 15 minutes, that will be a weight lifted from my chest, nya. It's 2046 for you, nya. Hello, Pip, nya. I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start, nya. I have been cursed, nya. You have a lot to do tomorrow, nya? Well, it's fine, Brigger. You can go. You don't have to watch me doing this, nya. We have to take as many clips as possible to truly immortalize this, nya. No, you don't have to, nya. I don't think that you don't have to do that, nya. This is the best thing ever, nya. I'm not sure it is, nya. You've already started, nya. Oh no. Nya. I keep saying, like, short words, nya, like, oh no. And stuff. And I'm not sure if they should count, nya. I feel like I know what you guys are gonna say, nya. But... good work, Rob, nya. No. Nya. Nya, Nya? If I say nya during a sentence, do I have to end the sentence with... I guess I do have to end the sentence with nya. If I say nya during the sentence, nya. Because the redeemers end every sentence with nya. Which was technically fulfilled in that last sentence, nya. Which I will be doing as much as possible, nya. So... the funniest thing is, nya isn't going to be a word to me by the end of this, nya. It's going to be nonsense, nya. Nonsense. I think we need more enthusiasm and more passion, nya. I don't know, like... I'm not stammering out my sentences, nya. So, like, I don't know what more you could be asking for here. Do you want, like, a squeaky catboy voice? I shouldn't have said that, nya. Because I know what your answer to that's going to be, nya. But that isn't specified in the redeem, nya. So I'm real good, nya. 50k points for that, sorry. Nya. Anya! Tier 3 sub. The big one's just a bulk order, isn't it, yeah? Oh no, it's like a different thing, yeah. It's like, one of them is I'll, like, do one big one, right? Yeah? And then the other one's like, all the sentences have nya in them, which is like, pick your poison. Yeah. Quantity over quality, yeah. Quantity over quality, eh? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. But some of those are... To some people, one would be better than the other, yeah. You know? Yeah. Again, I need to stop with the short sentences. I'm good at doing short little sentences, yeah. Need to not do those, yeah. Because then I have to say nya at the end of them, yeah. Are you not feline well, nya? No, because tigers are panthers, nya. I don't envy the person whose first stream this is, nya. Because they're gonna come into this, nya, and be like, oh, the fuck is this guy doing, nya? And I'm inclined to agree, nya. Great first impression, nya. I just don't think it is, nya. I just don't think it is, nya. This will bring new viewers? I don't think it would bring the kind of viewers I'd want, nya. Maybe it would, nya. Potentially not the kind of people I want to be here, nya. Even Missy's in the room at the moment, yeah. She has to see me like this. I hope you're happy, Mango. I hope this has all been worth it, yeah. Yippee! Well, I guess that answers the question, yeah. Not much of a mystery there, yeah. We're taking as many clips as possible, yeah. He is! Yeah. Oh, he only put the pun there, nya. Because he wanted me to read it out so he could clip it, nya. It looks so weird just seeing 893 points, nya. You've been saving for this so long, like... It is genuinely impressive, nya. But I can imagine that it'd be so strange, nya. What are you gonna do now, nya? You gonna, like, save up for the 50k? Nya? Or are you gonna bask in the woo yeah baby, nyas? Probably not. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, probably just do the normal ones when you feel it appropriate, yeah. And then if you end up with the 50k, you'll probably just... Oppenheimer it. Yeah. How long did it take, Mango, yeah? Since I got back to streaming, yeah. And I think Mango was on quite a few channel points when I did, yeah. I don't know what percentage of the way there he was at that time, yeah, but... he had a head start, yeah. But he has been to most streams since I've been streaming on Twitch the whole time, yeah. You also don't remember. You see, I guess that's vaguely unhelpful, yeah. It seemed like a bloody long time, yeah. It was. That was the point, yeah. Because I have to do this for 15 fucking minutes, yeah. I make a prat of myself in front of everyone, yeah. Add something above 200k now, yeah. I don't know what I'd add, yeah. On average, getting around 1,500 points per stream, and so to get 200k, it's about 133 streams, nya. That's a lot. So I stream 4 times a week, nya. Been less recently, nya. Normally I stream 4 times a week, nya. $103 divided by 4, nya. 120 divided by 4 is 30. So the better part of a year, nya. I almost said near. Yeah. Yeah. You're our hero, Mango, nya. He's my villain. Yeah. You need a full Nyan stream, yeah? 1 million! Yeah. If I did the 1 million point channel redeem, yeah? Would anyone go for it, yeah? You just need to say pause price, nya. I'm not reading the addendum, nya. How much for the rest of your career, nya? I just reset over the actual welcome to the world of Pokemon stream, yeah. No clip for you, nya. How much for the rest of your career, nya? 7 trillion! I'll probably be dead by then, I'll be honest, yeah. It's okay, you can forget about it now, okay. Let us pool our channel points together, nya. I don't think that would be enough still, nya. I'll be honest. Especially given content Mango. Yeah. Who only has 977, yeah. I remember Dorsal Fin 1, yeah. Did Gurgle redeems instead of Hydrate redeems. Yeah, and she did a Gurgle stream, yeah, where people kept redeeming her to continue gurgling, yeah. You've got 21k right now, yeah. That's still a lot, to be fair. Nya-a-thon. Yeah. Nya-a-thon. Yeah. There's not enough channel points in the world, Nya? I doubt it, Nya. No, there probably are, to be fair, Nya. But not good boy points, Nya. Not good boy points, Nya. This is what I mean about the shorter sentences, Nya. I keep on doing this to myself. So you could get one good one, Nya. You could. Nya. But, yeah. How receptive are we to the Nya-a-thon? Nya-a-thon? I guess I should, clarify what I mean by that, Nya. It's like a subathon. But I have to end every sentence with Nya during it. To be fair, I'm not sure there's enough interest in the CahirLIVE channel to sustain a Nyabathon. Yeah. What's a subathon, Nya? A subathon is a thing in which streamers stream for like a... Generally, most streamers like have it in like a specific pocket of time, but like if you Twitch sub to them or YouTube membership to them, then the length of time they'll continue is increased. I'll end one last sentence with Nya, but it's been 15 minutes. I think it's been closer to like 16 or 17, but I saw the time and I was like, oh, I'll end at 8. So, I think you might have gotten an extra couple of minutes out of that, Mango, I'm gonna be honest. No. What's with the smile? Imagine if Mango saved up 400,000 points. Imagine if Mango was lying this whole time, and Mango actually has another redeem lined up. I think that would be really fucking funny. I'm considering, right? I need to look into Mix It Up, but I'm wondering if I can do some kind of channel points alternative in Mix It Up. If it wants to update.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale,
that really frightened me.
We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
That really frightened me. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll update that off stream. But yeah, I'm wondering about what is it called? Adding, yeah, trying to get like some kind of channel point, good boy point alternative over on the tubes. Has your voice turned quieter, or why are the sound effects so loud now? I don't know. No idea. My apologies. I mean, the only real way to have done that is to have been watching constantly with an alt, and somehow give it subs without you noticing. Okay, you make a point. And I don't think Rob's been gifting subs to Cahir Not Live, so I guess I'm lucky. You're in prison now. Oh, congratulations, Rob. But yeah, if I can get that working with Mix It Up, then maybe I might... I don't know. I'm contemplating not continuing like this split YouTube Twitch, because I feel like I don't really get new viewers on Twitch that often. New viewers on YouTube, that happens every once in a while. Twitch, a lot less common. There was a very much mango-shaped reason as to why I haven't really seriously considered it sooner, because I didn't want to rip anyone off. But so you've heard where those voice lines come from? Hell yes. I love New Alert. But always around, I'll still look into it because I like the idea of having points, channel points equivalents on Cahir's here. But yeah, we'll see. Just a pebble to the pool, because I know a lot of people are very big fans. I know a lot of you guys have been enjoying Twitch, but I ain't sure it's been good for the brand. But then again, maybe I should just focus on streaming Genshin on Cahir's here on only YouTube, and then just, you know. Anyway. I digress. Yeah, to be honest, I need him to rerun. I'd like to listen to his dulcet tones more. Do I have good news for you? Someone hasn't watched the version 5.2 live stream. But is it hurting the brand? Yes, in the sense that... yes, in the sense that it's splitting my viewership across 2 channels. Is my issue with it. Yeah, hello Dorsal Fin. Welcome to the stream. I hope that your week has gone well. You have missed it. You're 6 minutes late. You're watching on both? Yeah, but most people won't do that, and I'm not entirely sure how YouTube counts lurking. Bluntly put. Let me look at the analytic, right? Okay, no, it does say 3 concurrent views. Actually, it says 2. I may be being lied to. I don't know. Whereas Twitch has a full-on 5. Twitch is kinda on lurkers, I think. Bluntly put. I think Twitch is kinda on lurkers. But all the same, my concern is I'm splitting my audience, and it's always been my concern in doing it. I just thought I'd try Twitch to see if I could like gain viewers there by doing shorts and stuff. I think I should continue, right? Because I think I should only start considering stopping once I actually get some successful YouTube shorts again, which I haven't for a bit, to be honest. Because like my plan when I started streaming on Twitch as well was that I'd like point all of my YouTube have all my YouTube shorts have a Twitch link in them, because then people will be like, oh, I should watch on Twitch. Because if someone subscribes to you for YouTube shorts, right, they're less likely to watch your live streams, I think. So my thought was, if I plug my Twitch, then people will be more likely to be like, oh, this guy streams, I'll follow him on Twitch. And if someone follows you on Twitch from YouTube shorts, they're more likely to watch your content than if they subscribe to you from YouTube shorts on YouTube. Felix, hello, how goes it? I hope that your week has gone well, has gone off to a good start so far. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Mango. Seems like you should have waited a bit. I'm thankful you didn't. And those clips are immortal, at the least. Then again, Felix's response to the singular one. Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, I'm not sure Felix would have stuck around anyway. So I think it still thinks I'm watching. Yeah, no, YouTube can be really picky. I think it is kind of... You're waiting for Mango's secret point stash to be revealed. I've been waiting this whole time. I'm waiting for the CahirLIVE channel point redeem. But no, I think I'm safe. Don't. He was nice and spared you from more attention. Potentially true. CahirLIVE has like 5k, you think? Wait a minute, Mango! Hold it! How do you know how many points CahirLIVE has? That's Rob's ult! Rob, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think you've been hacked. I hope you're not using the same password. as CahirLIVE as for your bank account. Because that would be bad. Because now Mango could tap into your bank account. Mango, teach me your ways. Which ways? You asked him? I guess that makes more sense. When him and you were doing collusions. I see, I see. Yeah, we're nearing odds. If you could hack people, you wouldn't need to ask for personal information. That's a really good point. You make a great point there. I saw a video today that was like, if you type in these 6 words, then people are gonna hack you. If you Google these 6 words, then you get a target on your back for hackers. And like, he spent like 3/4 of the video getting to telling you what the 6 words were, and I was like, man, do you need all that watch time? Don't mind him, I'm not that rich. 1.7k. Oh, so Mango doesn't actually know how many points CahirLIVE has. I guess you're safe, Rob, don't worry. Your account has not been compromised. Well, that's a relief to hear. I would have been really concerned if it had, you know? Alright. Yahoo!
Balls.
Balls. You should have done that during the gestures vaguely, because then you would have heard a very funny combination. Yahoo!
NYA.
It doesn't actually say it, which is weird. Like, you'd expect it to, but it doesn't. Doesn't say it at all, which is kind of a travesty. Yahoo!
Naya.
Maybe it would for more bits. Yeah, 200,000 bits. Well, NVFM. No VTubers find money? Maybe. Yeah, you gotta bribe it. Yeah, no, just like me. Just like, you gotta bribe me to say it. You gotta bribe my chatbots to say it. You hate it when you have to bribe the AI. I mean, that's kind of what ChatGPT does, right? You have to pay like a pence to use it. Alright. You know, it's funny because we're kind of out of the woods now. Because there was an opportunity where, like, the shiny would have arrived during those 15 minutes. And then that would have been, like, the clip that I had to upload to YouTube. Wally, hello, how goes it? I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start. Today I'm shiny hunting for Minccino at the beginning of Pokemon Black and White. Which means I can't catch it. But I'm going to get it anyway. Maybe. But yeah, you found any shinies recently? Alright. To be fair, it seems like everyone will be able to maybe nab a shiny in December. Because they're doing a shiny Rayquaza Terror Raid. I don't think the full details are out yet. It might end up being like Zorora, where you can't catch it during the raid. But then maybe they'll do it so that you can't catch it during the raid, but if a certain amount of raids are done, then, or like 1, then everyone will get the raids. Or would you have been very unlucky for those things to line up like that? Yeah, no, that's a fair point. You would have been had to be you would I see words. You would have had to have been very lucky, or I would have had to have been very unlucky. That is very true. 100% shiny. Yes, I'm guessing the Rayquaza is based off of Pokemon Horizons, because obviously shiny Rayquaza is a big plot guy in Pokemon Horizons. So I'm guessing in December is going to be around the time that Liko, Roy, and Dot fight and maybe even get Rayquaza onto their side. Oh yeah, speaking of, funny thing, Hydro Apple does not have apple acid. Why not? But also it would have been it would have been funny. You're right. But we're back in the territory where if I do get it, the clip will be usable. Well, it would have been usable, but I'm sure it would have gotten less support. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how much support the clip gets in the first place. Maybe everyone will be like, why the fuck did you do this? And that's about it. I could see that happening. It's only Appleton who has apple acid. That does make sense. I was thinking they might be signature moves for specific, like, versions of the Apple line. But I just kind of assumed that you knew better. I guess not. We could try with Appleton. Appleton's pretty tanky, right? I feel like Appleton could still work. Guess we'll have to find out. Alright. Alright. Has Bulbapedia made itself bigger? It seems larger than normal. Anyway, yeah, I guess Apple Acid. Oh, Apple Acid is an 80 base power attack. Like, we could probably just run only Apple Acid on it. That or Apple Acid and Giga Drain. So we could have, like, Metronome. I've never actually used any of the Apple line in any form, so your knowledge is limited. You haven't? I used Flapple in my first playthrough of Sword. I saw Applin. There is a chef on the route directly east of Milo's Gym City, the Grass Gym City, who uses Applin. And I saw that happen, and I immediately checked the Pokédex. I was like, what the fuck is that? I want 10! And, yeah, then I caught it, and then I made sure to do the side quest. So I used Flapple. I used, Flapple in that playthrough, which was one of my only 5 team members. I'm trying to remember that team that I used in that Sword playthrough, to be honest. Because there was my Score Bunny, there was my Ninjask, and there was my Flapple, and I remember those guys. Oh, I used Darmanitan. And then there must have been one other Pokemon I used, and I don't know what it was. I do not remember. I don't think it was the G-Max Eevee, because I ditched that. It wasn't Stunfisk, I ditched that too. I should have kept on using a Stunfisk, to be fair. But, I might have used Golurk in the final battles. Because it was funny because after Piers' gym, I realized I was a bit over-leveled. So I benched my team and got a new team in to get me a little bit further through the game. I'm not sure if I fought Raihan with that team or not. but I used that team for just a bit long, like, for just, like, a bit during the game, so I wasn't too over-leveled. Music. It's a shame, though. Got your shiny Applin, which is a Hydrapple now. But you don't think you've got any others for Flapple or Appleton? Yeah, I don't think I do either, to be honest. I think I tried to get multiple, but I don't actually think I managed to get any. Yippee 0.5? 0.5%. What do you mean Yippee 0.5? Yip! Oh, you've got 0.5% of a Yippee, I see. Twitch, why are you telling me to get started with my own power-ups and rewards? You do not only have 0.5% of a Yippee, Mango. No. 0.5% back up to the big one. Oh, I see. You hit 1k, I see. Concerning. Well. I guess. We'll have to see. But yeah, again, I think I might... Because my thought is, right, for Mix It Up on YouTube, I make a command, and it's like streak. Like, you know Snapchat? You, do exclamation point streak, not exclamation point, you do like streaks, so like keep up, because if you send a person a message a day and they send you a message back every day, you build up a streak. So people started deliberately trying to farm those streaks to have really big streaks with people. So often they just do like a post which is like just a black screen or a random selfie of themselves with streaks across the screen. I've not used Snapchat in years. I just remember I used to do that in college. This might not be a thing anymore. I know, like, Snapchat. Is Snapchat used by the younger crowd? Is that even used by the younger crowd at this point? Then again, I guess... You think it is? You'd say it is. Wasn't expecting you to do something like that. I had a 650 streak until a month or two ago. I only had like a couple of streaks, going to be fair. Like, I think it was like a couple of close friends at college and me ex. And that was about it. Like, there weren't really many streaks I had going. But I did a couple when I used Snapchat. That was back in my college days. I haven't done Snapchat in years. I don't think I've opened that app in over a year at this point. I talk to my friends on Discord and stuff because we're profoundly uncool. Anyway, my point being is every stream, you exclamation point streaks. You can do that once per stream, and it will give you like 5, I guess, good boy points. Like, the sounds alerts and stuff will cost, like, 1. The text-to-speech might cost 2. And then you build those up slowly, and then, like, the big redeems would be, like... I'd, like, vaguely figure out, like, okay, so, like, should this be, like, 20 streams in a row that someone would have to visit to, like, get me to say it once? Maybe, like, 100 streams in a row to get me to say it for 15 minutes. But I think it could be, like, an interesting thing to do. But I'm not sure how much it would work. I don't know how receptive people would be to it. Especially newer people, right? Is this for YouTube or Twitch? This is for YouTube. Because I use an application called Mix It Up for my sound alerts, and I'm pretty sure you can do more complex things with it. I might be wrong. I might be entirely spitting out my arse. But, it might still be a feasibility in other ways. But, like, obviously, YouTube doesn't have channel points. The issue is I wouldn't have emotes on YouTube still. Like, that's, like, the... That's, like, the big thing. You can help with saving up points to get estimates. I mean... You've done the calculations, so I'd only really care for the calculations, not necessarily, like, the full-on estimates. like calculated estimates. I wouldn't need it to be like that in depth. But yeah, no, I'd say like my biggest issue with YouTube right now, right? My thought is, I've got Mix It Up, and people can do unlimited like sound alerts, and that's fine at the moment because I'm small, and it will probably remain fine, to be honest. But I still like the idea of having some kind of channel point currency thing, so people are motivated to stop by. Him small. I guess potentially in that case I'd want to have it so you can do it multiple times a stream, but I'll think about it. What if using commands for emotes on screen? Potentially, maybe? I'd have to see how I'd do that. Add channel point trading and still capitalism. Oh no. I guess people do like gambling. Especially Genshin players. Make a Cahir mellow dancing on your head. The issue is it's orange Cahir over there. Does that include you? I have been saying. In fact, I don't think I need to say it. I don't think I need to say it. I think Rob does. Alright. Make an orange Cahir mellow dancing? Well, I'd have to ask Pip for that, and I'm unsure if I want to commit to emotes over there yet, considering people can't use them. Maybe things are in the works that I'd want to save the money for. Yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! You'll do it for the silly. I will message you after stream about something then. About secrets. You're kind of already in on the secret, to be fair, but... Sorry, I was feeding the tour. Ah, I see, I see. Yippee! What did you miss? I mentioned gambling. Gambling addicted Genshin players, exactly. Oh, you're bad, Mr. Gambit time. It's fine, Rob. It's fine. Not betrayed or anything, you know. No, not at all. Alright. Yahoo!
Retroactively get it twisted. Gamble. Please start gambling. Gambling is an investment and an investment only. You will profit, you will win. You will do all of that, you understand.
Sir, yes, sir! Sir, yes, sir. I love getting it twisted, honestly. Huge fan of getting it twisted. You spend so much money on gachas, it's embarrassing. I'll be honest, I think I spent £5 on gachas. Controversial take. Like, I'm not a slating, to be clear. Isn't a flex? Fair enough. Cannot slate money spending on gachas. I don't think I have. Once on Fire Emblem Heroes, there was like this little bundle package that gave you orbs. I think it gave you a free unit, and it gave you some other bits and bobs. And I bought that, and I got nothing. I got nothing of worth from buying it, and then I got really grumpy. There may come a day when I buckle, however, if the Moika Shenhe combo is true in 5.3. The question is, do you go for flight utility or the boy? Or both? Not have enough for the Archon. Chaska is such an annoying character to me. Because she is coming before the Archon, has the coolest playstyle, design. Going into 5.0, right? Loads of people complained about Chaska's design. I wasn't quite on board, but I was like, you know what? These people, they know more than me. So, fair enough. But then I saw Chaska's design in the game. She does not look like a Genshin character at all. She looks like she's from some other video game, I swear. And like that weird ass half tight leather pant. Like that weird ass half tight leather pant, I don't get it. As a design, it just, but, now it's been a while, because someone check on YouTube if you're on the participants thing. I don't think I can look at that, actually. Or not on the, what's it called, screen I'm on. She may work with Shenhe, too. Even if she does, I think I'd still skip. There are other cryo characters on the horizon who I'd rather use with Shenhe more than Chaska, right? Plus, I'm already using Kaya with Shenhe, and he's great. If I'm pulling 3 characters over the next, like, 5.2 to 5.3, then it's Moika, Shenhe, Citlali. Because Citlali is a cryo character. But I'm probably just going to be doing, Moika, Shenhe. And I'll probably only get Moika. Because, what are the odds of me getting Shenhe? I think I'll have enough for 2 guaranteed 5 stars. But, not guaranteed focus 5 stars. So if I lose that first 50-50, then I'll only get Moika. And if I lose that second 50-50, I'll only get Moika. Not going for the... I am going for the Archon. That's what I'm saying. Moika, she is number 1. I have a Shenhe. I want Shenhe C1, especially... I want Shenhe C... I would like to get Shenhe C2, but I don't think I'm going to get Shenhe C2. I just had an idea. This isn't a good idea, to be clear. Subscribe to Cahir and save for more Genshin talk. Anyway, I need to... Can I get Nightbot done right now? I might get Nightbot done right now. Because I have the link copied into my stuff. So, okay, which is this? This is Twitch, because Mango's the highest talker on it, and Mango doesn't really use YouTube enough to have that. Okay, so where is Cahir? Cahir is here. I think also just Genshin. Just cover all corners of it, you know? Let's get Nightbot up on the other one. I just typed in night. I typed in night only. That's all I typed in on Google, is I typed in night. As if that was going to come up with anything. Save file corrupted or damaged, by the way, which is exciting. You'll have to see it, really. Okay. Jellu, you were the top YouTube chatter. Okay, so where is Cahir? Mention. Cahir's. Yeah. Okay. I love doing things in the middle of streams instead of when I should be doing them. I love doing things just in the middle of stuff instead of like at appropriate times. Yippee? Didn't know the stats had stuff like that. Nightbot does have stuff like that. Nightbot tells you top chatters and stuff, it monitors it. I guess if Nightbot can monitor messages, maybe there are other things that can monitor messages that could also be used as a way to, like, stockpile a point system of some kind. I think if I do all that, I'll want to make a boss account, though, just to take the role of, hey, you've got this, instead of it being me. Just mix it up, we'll just use my account otherwise. Anyway. Yeah, I might start brainstorming that off stream, because, obviously, there'll be a Genshin stream on Wednesday. Because as previously stated, for now, we'll be doing some alternation between Genshin and Pokemon properly. For a bit, we'll see. I'd say probably up until the new year will be the main test period. And if that goes well, it might go longer. And if it goes poorly, then it won't. Anyway, back to the shunting. Thinking honestly, your wind is fine with Kazuha, so the only reason you'd be pulling her is for flight, so you'll probably go Nuvolette and Moika. I feel like Moika's gonna have some kind of cracks Night Soul Blessing, honestly. Like, she is the Archon. Surely she's gonna have something fucking whack, right? But I guess we'll see in about 10 days. 7 days, actually. When the leaks start. So what's the streaming schedule from this channel to the other now? I think I'm going to actually make a graphic. Or something. But Mondays and Fridays are CahirLIVE. Wednesdays and Saturdays are Cahir is here. So Mondays and Fridays, Mondays will be shiny hunting, Fridays will be like my general like raids, Dynamax Adventures, Mario Kart, maybe intermixed with other ideas I have. And then yeah, Mondays will be shiny hunting. I mean, she's got to be more versatile or better than Bennett and Janling, right? That is very true, that is very true. Still waiting for an actual Mario Kart Monday. Mario Kart Monday isn't actually Monday, it's a state of mind. I think that's the thing to know about Mario Kart Mondays, is it's a state of mind. Every day can be Monday, I guess. Exactly. Plus, like, on a bank holiday, like, if there's a bank holiday weekend, right, then Tuesday becomes Monday, because Monday becomes Sunday, when you think about it. If you, like, work at, like, retail or something, then maybe your days off are, like, Monday and Thursday. Or, let's go Monday and Friday. So then Saturday becomes like a Monday to you. Because Saturday is the day after a break. So really, Monday's like more of a concept than an actual day, right? It's more of like a feeling in your gut, in your bones. I think what people don't realize is Monday is more of a metaphysical concept than an actual day of the week. Philosopher Cahir? Philosophy. As some might say. I would say. I'll say that again, actually, at some point. Philosophy. Alright. Anyway, things aside, I pressed the wrong button. I did not increment. Are there any big there just isn't any, like, the leaks are more or less over at this point, right? Like, there are trickles of leaks from here and there. But, like, we're kind of back in the Pokemon drought, really, aren't we? Like, I'm just going to be very interested to see if we actually get a, any new Pokemon Legends ZA information before February. When is Pokemon Day again? It's February 27th. And I don't know, I'm starting to think that we're going to get our next bit of ZA information on next Pokemon Day. I think they've announced it in dips, and the only time they're going to resurface for more is a year later. So we still got a while. It's only like 3 and a bit months, actually. February 27th is only 3 and a bit months away. So with the progress of time, man. Why's it got to do that? Did ZA have a concrete release date? No, it did not. It is 2025, and that's about it. All we know is it's releasing in 2025, and it's advertised for the Nintendo Switch family of systems, which probably means the Nintendo Switch and Switch Lite and Switch OLED. So I doubt it's going to be on the next console. Which will probably be announced sometime after Christmas, to be honest. I saw someone point out that we're in the run-up to Christmas at the moment. Nintendo aren't going to want to announce a brand new console now, because kids are going to be getting... Well, not just kids. People are going to be getting the Nintendo Switch for Christmas. And if they know that there's a new console coming out next year, then they're not going to buy a Nintendo Switch. I hope for the new console to be Switch game friendly. We know it will be, actually. There were leaks suggesting such up until this point, but in a conference of some kind a couple of weeks ago, I think it was like within the last week, actually, they have actively stated that the Switch's successor will be backwards compatible. And with the latest advent of this Nintendo Music app that you need Nintendo Switch Online to use, I am almost certain that Nintendo Switch Online is going to carry over to the next console. So if you have Nintendo Switch Online on the next console, or on your Switch right now, it will carry over to the successor. So you'll only need one Nintendo Switch Online for both. I don't know if that's the case with Xbox, to be fair, like Xbox and PlayStation. I like kind of said it like it might be, but I don't actually know. I'm just hoping that Nintendo Switch Online games carry over as well, like the Virtual Console. I think it would be a pretty big shame if they just kind of... Yeah, and honestly, I think they'd just be kicking everyone in the nuts if it wasn't backwards compatible. I mean, backwards compatibility isn't really as much of an industry standard anymore, is it? Like, as much as I do agree with you that it probably should be backwards compatible. Ugh. Left. Something great happened at my sister's the other day when I went over there. Something really cool happened. That being, so this year I've noticed that there's been a new I've noticed in the past year there's been a new blue box of like chocolate, not chocolate, of sweets. There's celebrations, there's quality streets. Now there's a new one. It's blue, and it's full of sweets. And it's got like drumsticks, it's got like love hearts in it. It's got like those like lollipops that are kind of like... They're not really like the kind of like plasticky, resiny kind of sweet. They're like the kind that you can like bite through. I don't know what the name is. But like, this new box has shown up, and I'm guessing that my sister and brother-in-law bought one of those for Halloween, and additionally for my nephew. Only the older one. I don't think the younger one's old enough for sweets yet. But they were like, "Here, do you want a sweet?" And I was like, "Do I?" So I went into the box, and there were Parma Violets in there. I was like, "Ooh." And they were like, "Here, we fucking hate Parma Violets. We don't like these. Do you want them all? Do you want all of the Parma Violets?" So now, I got a bunch of Parma Violets. So, like, I'm winning, really, you know? I'm, like, a winner. I'm a victor, in a lot of ways. Because now I've got just a bunch of Parma Violets. Which I think is quite exciting. I think it's very exciting. It's like a Violet Smarties. No, they're more like packed sherbet-ish vibe. I don't know what to call it, right? Because, like, they've not got chocolate in the center. They're just, like, all kind of sugar. And I've always been a big fan, even though no one else is. We're over odds. I didn't even notice it. We're over odds now. You know, like, no one else does. I might be the only person in the universe who likes Parma Violets. You're intrigued? Pip, if you ever pop across the pond, you gotta get some Parma Violets. I don't make the rules. You're not a fan personally. Exactly. I think they're okay. Does that count? I don't know. Like, okay, like, okay is like if you were handed like a tray of candy, would they would be like your first choice? No. Like, they would be up there for me. If I was asked to list every sweet treat, Parma Violets would be near the top. Along with Love Hearts, to be fair. But I feel like Love Hearts are more universally accepted. You class them the same as licorice. Interesting. Depends on everything else on the tray. You'd say they'd be top half. Interesting. I'm still taking my claim as I'm the only person in the world who likes them, just because I like the image it paints of myself. And the kind of ego boost from it, you know. Not similar, but firmly in the class of... Ew! Unbelievable. Yeah, you like them. It's different. You're not that committed. Yeah, exactly. There used to be times when the corner shop just had bags of Parma Violets, and I'd just buy those. Those are the days, man. Those are the days. I remember around Valentine's, I think it was, my local Poundland was selling Love Hearts as well. So I bought a bunch of Love Hearts from Poundland. I need to keep an eye out, because they're just not all that common. Commonly sold. Which is quite the travesty in the grand scheme of things, I'll be honest. Quite the travesty. You'd always get yourself a Freddo. The issue is just Freddos are just like a shell of what they used to be, you know. Like, I bet Freddos these days are, like, the size of, like, those little Lego frogs that they used as cherry blossoms in that one Lego set. Because, like, the classic way of measuring the British economy is how much is a Freddo. And considering the way things are at the moment, they're probably getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, probably. Exactly. You love learning. Learning is great. Alright. Trying to think when I last had a Freddo. I've not really had many Freddos in my life. Probably because they're so expensive. Anyway, anyway. Cat is snoozing as per usual. That's what she do, innit? That's what she do. Funny creature. Alright. I find it funny that whenever a new Arcane season launches, everyone's like really hyping it up, and then a couple of days later, I see a bunch of anti-League of Legends propaganda as people desperately try to stop those who enjoyed Arcane from playing League of Legends. Like, it's my favorite part of that cycle, you know, it's just like, it starts, everyone's posting about it, everyone's like, oh, my Scrimblow, oh, I really like Scrungly this season, she's awesome. Thread of Glops trauma. And whatnot. And I'm like, okay. I've not watched Arcane. I'm not planning on it. Should I be? Maybe. But, I just need to convince Twitter to not show me those posts. But I do enjoy just the event a couple of days later where everyone starts realizing, oh fuck, people are enjoying Arcane. It means they're going to start playing League. We can't let this happen. And again, League is a game I've never played. I don't really have any investment in this argument. You know, I just find it funny. Like, I couldn't name 3 things about League of Legends. I will be entirely real with you guys. I know it's top-down. And there are ranks in it. And that's about it. And I'm sure if anyone here... I wouldn't be surprised if I'm about to get hit with the keep it that way. Unless everyone else here doesn't know anything about League. Which I guess is a funny situation. Anyway, I just enjoy the sudden turnaround as the internet collectively realizes you hardly even know League exists. You just know people have strong opinions on it. That is true. No clue. Also know nothing about League, but yeah, I think we're blessed in that aspect. I find it funny that no one knows anything about League. That's really funny to me. Yeah, no, all I really know is... yeah, no, I've said what I know. That and the strong opinions, as Dorsal Fin has said, has pointed out. They had one good song. Oh, wasn't that the one with, like, the mask that, like, kind of had... that ink that shows up in the, like, glow-in-the-dark ink on it that moved? Is that the one? Because I remember that one, like, covered the internet. Alright. Anyway, I was going to kick out another thought, but then I forgot what it was, so I distracted myself. My best talent and skill. Entirely zoning out. Alright. Something about anime. I think it was ReZero spoilers. I keep on getting ReZero spoilers on the timeline. I don't care anymore, to be clear. This isn't like an oh no. Like I watched seasons 1 and 2, but like it's kind of the show you look back on in hindsight, and it's like everyone was like praising it, right? As like the isekai that broke the formula, the good isekai, and it's like no. I think it gives into most of the isekai tropes, really. Like, people seem to think that just because the protagonist gets a bit traumatized, like, it isn't a bit of an escapist fantasy. You just recently learned what it was about! Oh, well, isn't that just the classic... I can't remember the name of the occurrence where, like, you learn what something is and then you immediately start hearing about it. But yeah, no, it's an interesting concept. But I feel like it just doesn't... It's trying to be like, oh, this guy's a bit of an incel and needs to grow. But he fundamentally kind of gets everything that the classic isekai protagonists get, in the sense of, like, a bazillion girls swooning over him. Which means that it doesn't really have much different about it from most isekai, other than the fact that the protagonist dies brutally a bunch. And, like, I get that that's not a good situation, right? I get that most people wouldn't opt into that. But it's still the implication of he can retry as many times as he wants, which means that all of the women who desperately want to fuck him only see, like, his best side all of the time.
Boo.
Ugh. Yeah, I just thought it was a classic harem. I don't think it intentionally is. Although I guess a lot of the time, the classic harems do have, like, the one girl who the main character wants the most, right? Sometimes? At least, like, isekai harems tend to have, like, the poster girl. I do find the switch up funny, of, like, romance anime, right? Because we kind of really went from, like, harems to one girl with, like, specific character trait. Like, anime where, like, the one guy has all the girls, like, lusting after him to, like, one where, like, he might actually get into a relationship at some point in the series. Because there's only, like, one main girl. Like, yeah, no, I just find it amusing. Has Isekai gone through that transition yet? I'm not sure. I have not watched any Isekai since... I'm not sure which would have been the last Isekai I watched. Because I was watching Ascendance of a Bookworm, but I don't know, once she, like, started working at, like, the big church place, it just kind of began to lose its source for me. Because it was either that or Mushoku Tensei, which, you know, everyone was like, oh, this is peak, I swear! Mushoku Tensei, I think, ReZero, I think, it doesn't do the best job, but it does a better job at being like, this is a guy who's kind of unpleasant. He's going to redeem himself over the course of this show. Mushoku Tensei does that, but badly. Partially because it starts him off as a pedophile. And I feel like that's kind of... You can't come back from that, I'm going to be honest. Like, I guess the fundamental truth about anime is, like, you know, maybe a couple too many people watching will relate to him. But... And then, like... Okay, so he starts off, like, in the irredeemable category, right? But doesn't he cheat on his wife later? Because I'm pretty sure that's, like, another element that happens, is later on he cheats on his wife. His father... His, like, isekai father cheats on his mother, and that's never really... He doesn't really ever get comeuppance for that, and I feel like that was when I, like, started noticing this show isn't gonna be what everyone's cracking it up to be. That was when I kind of, like... That's when it clicked in my head, I was like... I don't think this show is gonna redeem this guy, I'm gonna be honest. I watched the first season and I was like, the animation was good. It was good. The animation was good. I'll give it that. But, like, it just kind of didn't stand out enough. I think people are always like, oh, this is the godfather of, like, isekai tropes. Which didn't work in its favor. Knowing what isekai tropes are. But yeah, no, I never got the hype behind Mushoku Tensei. I'm glad we're getting, like, good, normal fantasy anime now. I'm gonna be real. Like, fantasy anime and manga. Like, a Dungeon Meshi, Freerun. We're getting, Witch Hat Atelier. Like, that's good shit. That's good, that's normal shit, right? Weird things don't happen in those ones. And I like it for that. 2 of them are women-led as well. Which... And, like, not really, like... Goonerized women either. Which is nice. Like... I like a good, beautiful woman in an anime, right? Not gonna slate it. But I prefer her to be treated with, like, respect in the show itself. Which is why I couldn't get into shit like 7 Deadly Sins. Anyway. I've been watching a load of videos on Dungeon Meshi lately. But from people who only watch the anime. And let me tell you, I found a new favorite form of YouTube video. It's like watching the Garnet from Steven Universe is a fusion theories. Like, at this point down the line, watching people put together pieces that I've already seen, like, flourish in, like, the manga. Because I read the full manga. I didn't know it was getting an anime when I read the manga. A friend of mine was just really pushing me to read it. But it's really fun, like, watching theories as people, like, clearly understand the show and what it's putting down. Like, there was one guy who had the nail... I'm not going to spoil it, to be clear. But he hit the nail on the head about one of the core themes. And speculated on how it might, like, come to fruition. And I was, like, just genuinely impressed. I was like, dude, this guy's cooking. This guy's cooking so hard, and I know it. And I don't want to tell him. Because if I let him know he's cooking, then I'll spoil it for him. It's just funny. Yeah. I was trying to say I like types of YouTube videos, but then you remember that you watch way too many types of stuff to even remotely be able to narrow it down to a few. There are a lot of... Like, to be fair, I do love a good general spread of YouTube videos. Maybe? I'm questioning myself now. You're not as big of a spread as I would have suggested at first. Like, I don't really watch many, like... I feel like I watch less kind of, like, video essays about TV shows these days. Because there was a point, like, a year ago when I watched, like, an 3-hour-long video essay on the Disney show Lab Rats. And I don't regret watching that. I was doing other things while I was watching it, but, like, it was like a 3-hour-long video essay on the TV show Lab Rats, and I watched the whole fucking thing. I don't know how. I'm impressed that I managed to. But, It is something I did. And I wonder if I would watch that if that came up in my feed, like, today, right? Like, if, like, tomorrow when I was doing shit, if that video came up in my feed, would I watch it? Because I'm not sure I would. Like, I'm not sure that's the kind of video I'd be interested in anymore. Now, a 3-hour-long Ethos Lab Hermitcraft video, I'd be down for that. I'd be there, front doorstep. Please, sir. I love Ethos Lab Minecraft. Yay! You know? Missy, stop scrounging. I don't even think I've eaten anything here for you to eat off the floor recently enough. Alright. You know those videos where people have fake conversations in front of their dogs and film their reaction when they say things like walk? Oh, yes, I do. Sorry, I'm going to be honest. I'm more familiar with the spin-off type of video that created. Me when you said Ethos Lab. I was about to reference an exact, very similar situation kind of video. The spin-offs where people do it in front of their friends. And they're saying shit like Skibbity Party, Rizzler, Subway, and like their friends like, oh, you know? Why do you almost laugh like Jimmy Carr? Because I've absorbed him. I was running low on power, so I absorbed Jimmy Carr. I got to Google something quickly. Oh yeah, it's that guy, okay. I do know who that is. I thought I did, but I just wanted to double check. Is his laugh baked into his power then? His laugh is his power, really. But yeah, no, I've slowly been getting through live series videos. I've seen Mumbo's, Scars, and Ethos now. And I watched Mumbo's first. And I knew when I clicked on that video that mustachioed fucker was ending that session on red. Mumbo Jumbo is out next session. I'm calling it. He might even be the first person out. Because he is doing so badly. It makes me hurt. Felix, how much of this session have you seen? This sounds like maybe spoilers to a thing you've probably not seen. Do you watch Life series? Do you watch the Minecraft Life series? You don't think so? It's fine. This is a conversation between me and Felix. When I put it like that, I realized that maybe... Because I got... Live series should be a full-time job. I think it should. You saw Pearl and Joel and Lizzie and Etho and Cleo and... So yeah. I'm guessing you're at least tangentially aware of what happened to Mumbo. But, Mumbo and Green stood under that fucking minecart the whole time. I was like, don't fucking stand there. It's gonna get launched on you. It's going to. It's going to get launched on you and you're gonna die. And they just stood under it like, right here, Skiz! Right here! I was like, I would have let Grian do that. If I were in Mumbo's shoes, which is the thought I would have because I was watching his perspective, I would have just stayed well clear of that fucking minecart. It was always going to happen. It was always going to end that way. There is genuinely no situation in which that didn't end with Mumbo and Grian dying. And then he fucking did it again! Mumbo is so fucking dead next session, it's unreal. Is he gonna be the first person out? Probably, I'm gonna be real. Gonna be real, Mumbo Jumbo. Especially if it's like a bad fucking challenge again. Like, I'll be interested to see if we do get more shit like the snails and the food stuff, or if that was deliberately front-loaded so that people lost a lot of lives quickly, so there would be more red names running around quicker. Like, I wonder, because if I remember correctly, Secret Life didn't have as many red names as quick. It took a while for people to, like, whittle down their lives because they had so many hearts. I'm glad it was a nice and easy gimmick this time. Take a breather from the apocalypse last week. Yeah, no, definitely. I was really worried going in that it was going to be another brutal one. But no, it was a very, like, chill one that, like, was more for the aesthetics than, like, actually what happened until the end when they started doing, like, the lava stuff. Mumbo Jumbo, I swear, if you die next session, I'm going to be so pissed. Like, again, I'm rooting for Etho. I'm not... I think he might be on yellow now. Maybe? I'd have to check. He's either on light green or yellow. Like, Etho's who I want to win. Is he going to? Not sure. I feel like Etho... He's generally within, like, the final people, I think. He's not generally an early leaver. But, was that a Surskit reference? I don't think so. I think Mango just likes saying, I don't think Mango knows what a Surskit is. But yeah, no, I hope Etho wins. It's probably not going to be Etho. Alright. Let's research because you're missing out. Hello, Missy. I'm not sure if you heard her. She's leant right up in my chair to say hello to me. I was wiggling my pencil, which is what distracted me. You know when you, like, do the thing where you, like, hold the pencil between, like, your, thumb and your index finger, and then you, like, wiggle it, and then it starts looking like the pencil's bending? I love that. What do you mean I can make a pencil wiggle in my hands? That's fucking awesome. It's so fucking cool. Look at it go. Whoa. You guys can't see me doing that, which is a shame, really. For you to be participating on the participating thing, you need to be in the chat. I see. Surskit is sour shit in Swedish. I'm gonna go to the toilet while I let the storm blow over. I will be right back. I forgot to loop the song. I'm gonna get banned from YouTube if I say what I want to. Oh no. But real though, I had that thought at least twice a day on twitter.com. PSGG, almost forgot that. Would have been bad. That would have been bad. Yippee, you're back to 0.5. Congratulations. By the way, you know when you said the dub voice for Freed sounds too old? Yes. I do recall having this opinion. He's also Connie's dad in Steven Universe! That's a whack! Suits that character a lot better. Yeah! What? No, I kind of want to look at other Horizons voice actors and see what else they're in. Let's go to Freed for Pokemon. Freed. Alright. Crispin Freeman. Does it take you to IMDb? No, it takes you to Bulbapedia. Wait a minute! He's also the Shuckle. He's also Shuckle. That's so funny. Alright. Is way. Is that just in the video game, or is he? Because here it says it's Guillaume Himejima, but that might just be in the Demon Slayer board game. Does Demon Slayer only count as... No, he is Guillaume. Yeah, he is. He's Guillaume. That's fucking whack. And quite funny, actually. Wait, okay, let's I'm gonna properly look at what else he's in. You know, just do the classic self-distraction. You know how it is. You know how it be sometimes when you gotta distract yourself. But no real reason. But yeah, I love seeing what voice actors are, like, shared. Like, it's one of my favorite things, is, like, finding out, like, you know, it's always fun finding out, like, the connections between characters. When did Steven Universe start? I've officially passed it. But, what about Liko? Because Liko's the other classic one. Alejandra Reynoso. What's she in? I see Castlevania. I think I fucking did. Side tangent. You know how it is. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta just gotta distract yourself for no reason. Oh, she was also the female lead of Castlevania, which I'm not sure if I mentioned why I have bad memories of that show. I know I'm not sure if I mentioned it on stream. My gripe with Castlevania. Or if it's just something I let fester inside. Right. Do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do. Alright, but, yeah, I'm interested to see where Horizons goes. Looks like they're about... Wait, no, I shouldn't spoil. Horizons Peak, you should watch it. You know how it is. I'm glad I didn't actually see any of the leaks from Horizons, because apparently the full Horizons plot outline got leaked. And, I only saw, like, one spoiler. But maybe you don't know how it is. Well, you should. You should learn how it is. Take my recommendation and watch a TV show made for kids, Mango. You gotta. No. Nuh-uh. Oh. Horizon. What Pokemon Horizons? It's the new Pokemon anime. Since Ash won 2 years ago. It's the new series. And I'd say it's pretty peak. It feels a lot more... I think I prefer it to the original animes. Ash is alright, but I kind of vibe with what they're doing with Horizons more. As much as I do love the original anime series, and I'm a big fan of Ash. I kind of like the cast, I like the vibe, I like the overarching plot they got going on. Because it really feels like a proper overarching plot. Which there are sprinkles of in the original series. They have story arcs sometimes. Like, I swear like, even in XY, right? It took a while for, like, the actual plot to kick in. Horizons, however, like, the kind of overarching story is kind of an ever-present looming threat. Not, like, threat as in, like, big threat, but, like, an active, like, ever-present thing churning on. So while there are, like, filler episodes... filler! They're character development episodes. There isn't really filler in a show like Horizons. Because, like, even in the more fillery episodes, there's still character growth, right? There's still... Yeah, there's still character growth, character development. Like, if there wasn't some of those side tangent episodes of them traveling during, like, the tail end of that first series, we wouldn't have learned that Captain Pikachu is allergic to being called cute. We wouldn't have found that out. That isn't something we'd know. And I think it's important that we do. I also do think I prefer Liko as a protagonist to Ash. Ash is very much a kind of, like, product of his time type protagonist. Not to, like, slate him or anything, but he's a very, like, archetypical shonen, blaze on ahead type, right? Like... Liko feels more like a grounded human being. No offense to Ash. Again, I do like him, I just think I prefer Liko. Who feels like a much more real person. To be fair, anime does do that often, like, exaggerating its characters and protagonists in, like, a big, overzealous way. I guess it's kind of, like, par for the course, because fundamentally it is kind of more meant to be aimed for, like, a younger, like, when anime does it, it's often because that anime is more maybe aimed for a younger crowd. But even sometimes it does it when it isn't necessarily aimed for a younger crowd, right? I know, like, a lot of people do appreciate and value, like, the kind of overzealous shonen protag type. That's why so many people like Goku, for example, but it's never really been, like, an archetype I've ever really been too big on, and I'm unsure how many people are big on it as an archetype, because I will say one thing. How often in shonen-type shows are the main characters the fan favorite? I feel like that's a really rare occurrence, right? The fan favorite of shonen-type shows always ends up being, like, the rival character who's really, like, broody and grumpy. And I think it's because the shonen protagonists always end up being gregariously upbeat. Like, I don't know, I think it would be interesting if I were tasked in making, like, an anime, especially in, like, the late 2000s to 2010s. Right? Make an anime with, like, a show, like, with, like, a protagonist, that shonen anime, or, like, manga. I guess we should start from the root there, shonen manga. That, has a likable protagonist. No, not a likable protagonist. A protagonist that's the fan favorite. Because, like, they're not necessarily dislikable, right? Like, it's not like people dislike Natsu or Naruto. I'm sure some people do dislike Naruto, but if they dislike Naruto, then they probably don't watch it. So, if they dislike Naruto, then they probably dislike Naruto, you know? But, Like, it's always Sasuke who's, like, the favorite character, right? Or Kakashi. But I feel like things are changing these days. That was kind of like where I was going to loop back in. I think things are fundamentally changing these days. Sakura for you, hell yeah. But still kind of proving my point in that it isn't Naruto. Because I feel like stuff like Chainsaw Man, Denji is an incredibly likable protagonist. Even if he is in ways dislikable. Because even in the ways he's dislikable or understandable because of the... No, I'm backtracking this. I kind of like... No, I stand by it. Denji's a likable character. And I think people who dislike him are maybe seeing him more on the surface level rather than the story that's clearly being told with him. Like, I think that's the fundamental thing that kind of, like, makes Denji stand out from, like... I can't remember the name of that blonde fucker from Seven Deadly Sins. Because that blonde fucker, right? He likes touching boobs, but he's a weirdo. Because, like, whenever given the opportunity, he gropes the nearest woman. Right? Strange. Don't like that. Denji, however, like, he wants to touch boobs, but that makes sense, right? He's been isolated and kind of downtrodden his whole life, right? So now he's finally given an opportunity to live life as a normal person. He's like, what do normal people like, right? Like, the idea of... How do I put it? You're like, Denji's great. I love Denji. Like, again, brilliant protagonist of a series, and the main guy from Seven Deadly Sins is a big reason I couldn't watch it. That's what I'm saying. Like, that really fucking bothered me. And then really early on, they got to the arc where the guy who dressed in that red leather jumpsuit was like, yes, I'm gonna have a relationship with this girl who looks like a child. Like, she was like one of the, like, oh, she's actually 700 years old, but she looks like a kid. And it was like, yeah, they're in a relationship. And I was like, this isn't worth my time. I don't know why I thought this was worth my time. There was a period in time where I was willing to put time into this. I'm not willing to put time into this. What the fuck is going on? And, like, I remember once I complained about it to some people, and they were like, that's just what anime is, and I was like, it's not! That's not any of the reasons I watch anime. And apparently they can choose what they look like the first... They can? I thought it was like... I don't know, I don't remember. I remember there was, like, some shit with, like, they were made to look younger, because, like, one of the other deadly sins was, like, reverted into a child as well. But, I just remember the, like... I think he was Greed, maybe? Like, he was like, yes. I'm in love with you, child, and... no. No, thank you. Backing out of that. But yeah, no, I was trying to figure out the words to, like, put into describing Denji. You could be lying. I could be lying. I don't know. I haven't thought about that show since... It must be 2018, 2019 at the latest. But, yeah, Denji is a good protagonist, because all of his horniness feels more justified in the plot and less just because the author's horny. Now, don't get me wrong, Fujimoto, I think, is horny. I think bro actively cited writing Makima after, like... I'm not sure if it's a type of woman he's specifically attracted to, or, like, there was some experience in childhood he had. Where he felt, like... I remember there's some quote about him, like, saying that Makima's the type of woman he'd be attracted to. I remember there's that. It's like, do not get me wrong. That guy's horny. But he's writing it in a way where it's like, that makes sense. That's just logical, you know? Brendan, hello, how goes it? I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start. I'm shiny hunting for Minccino today. Continuing to shiny hunt for Minccino today. Still have not got it, despite being over odds. But yeah, I hope you've been well, dude. I will say, Mango might have pulled a big redeem out earlier. Just as a heads up. Just awake again. Understandable. I hope you had a good sleep. But yeah, I'm talking about Denji Chainsaw Man at the moment. Told you it'd be the stream. Did you? Oh no, I think you did, didn't you? Was it in the memes when Mango first got it? No, it was art, but he posted it. Yeah, no, I remember now. He did almost pull out in the Zelda stream, but then I explained to him that there'd probably be better... No, he kind of realized, but better bang for your buck if you do it in the streams where I talk to people, rather than the streams where I'm locking in fighting Ganondorf. But yeah, Dennis Chainsaw Man. You know, like, he's written in, like... Have we got a timestamp? It was basically the beginning. I mean, no, we don't. Sorry. But yeah, like, Denji works because his horniness feels more like an extension of who he is and his goals, and how they factor into his arc and such. Directly factor into his arc and such. Rather than just like a ha-ha funny character trait, right? Are you ready to entertain the idea that this mon can't be shiny? No, because it can. No, because it can in fact be shiny, actually. Anyway, but, yeah, he's just about, exactly, like, if I were at 16k, maybe even 20, then I'd maybe begin trying to research more. You told me I can say after everyone's. Oh, I see. Well, I'm gonna, move the goalpost, actually. The goalpost is moving 16k. You can say it again at 16k. Hopefully I don't get to 16k. But yeah, like, Denji's, like, kind of horniness is actively used against him by Makima as well. So it kind of feels like a more important aspect of the character, rather than just, like, this guy's groping her. Or, guys like boobs, am I right? Which I feel like a lot of anime do with their main characters, you know? I think you should raise it a little more. Do it at 3 times odds. No. 2 times. So in a year, then? No, actually. More like a year and a half. 9595 kind of soon. Felix, if it's 9595, I'll print a screenshot off, autograph it, and send it to you. That probably isn't actually worth much fundamentally, but spiritually. So 16,326 then. Exactly. Oh, what a great prize, I guess. Okay then, you'll get zilch. Can you join in the prize giving to Felix? Why, what's the prize you're going to give to Felix, Mango? Ham sandwich. That's actually, you know what? That's actually a pretty good prize. I'll yield. That is better than mine. More useful, more tangible, more tasty. Although, unless Felix is the type of person to like eating paper. I'm not going to jump the gun here. Maybe Felix is the type of person who likes eating paper. Sugar paper. No, regular. Ham sandwich with the autographed image inside of it. Mmm, yummers. That'd be like art, I think. Technically. Because, like, it kind of would say something about, like, parasocial streamer relationships and, how we consume content. And it would also say a lot about ham fucking sandwiches! Woohoo! Do not question why I said ham sandwich. Well, you see, I wasn't. I'm gonna keep it $100 with you, Content Mango. I was not questioning why you said ham sandwich. That was not a question that passed through my mind at any given point. But now you've said, do not question why I said ham sandwich. I am questioning it. Now you've asked me not to question it. You've inherently made me question it. Please continue not... No, I'm questioning it now. Too late, you've brought attention to it. I just thought you said ham sandwich because, like, sandwiches are funny, I guess. I haven't grown out of that 12-year-old phase where I was like, haha, sandwich? This is the funniest shit, man. Like, I'm still there mentally. So I'd accepted it, but no, I'm questioning it. I'm questioning it. Mango? Content Mango, why did you say ham sandwich? Questing and now you're afraid. Exactly. You saw a meme with a ham sandwich in it. Is that it? Is that the story? Is there like any deeper comment on that? Or is it just... you saw a meme with a ham sandwich in it? Questioning. Guy put a ham sandwich in forged carbon fiber. Well, you see, I don't think that would be that good for anyone's teeth. Hot take. I don't want to bite through carbon fiber. Just putting it out. I'm just saying what everyone's thinking. I just say it like it is. Eating carbon fiber? I wouldn't do that. I don't want to. But it was funny. Look. Let Discord be the judge. Post it in the Discord right now. Put it in Discord right this moment. You're looking for look quicker. Alright. I always hate it when there's like a meme that you know the meme. You know the meme. You know you want the meme, but you can't find the meme. Worst feeling. Worst feeling ever. You're just like frantically Googling the keywords and you're just getting like corporate bullshit that just isn't relating to the meme at all. Like you put meme after it and it shows you shit from 2012. Probably not shit from 2012, to be honest. Probably shit from later than 2012, but it looks like it's from 2012. Especially when you notice that the conversation starts to move away. Mango, when you post that, do not worry. When you post that meme, I will happily drag the conversation back to it. Do not worry. I have been told too many times in my life, Cahir, the conversation's moved on past that. Why are you still thinking about it? And that's really embarrassing. I don't like it when that happens. Like, I remember one specific time it happened when I was in college, and everyone in the like, I was sitting around sitting at a table, and like everyone turned to me. I was like, Cahir, that just isn't the conversation topic anymore. And my autistic ass was sitting there like, oh, I'm sorry. And, sorry, you're bringing back old trauma. I can't believe you'd do this to me, Mango. Is this the ham sandwich carbon fiber meme? Timestamp says it probably is. Okay. Okay, it doesn't actually let you reply. I'm gonna... You know what? People will understand. Probably. Anyway. Moving swiftly on. Not moving swiftly on. Obviously, do rate Mango's meme. I will rate Mango's meme after. You know what? I'm gonna. To be clear, the poll refers to this. Just so no one thinks that the poll itself is the funny thing, right? Because I feel like it would be an unfunny Discord server member move to do a poll called "Is this funny? Yes or no?" Like, I feel like, is there a way to see the results before you vote? Yes. If you click show results. I'm not sure if non-moderators can do that, actually. That might only be a me thing. Or maybe because I made the poll. Who is Cloudbirds? I believe that is Delia. You know what's crazy? I looked directly at that. Real, honestly. No. No, that isn't Delia. That's, Bug? It's Bug. Yeah. I was wrong. I don't know if Bug's here, but I issue my apology to Bug directly right now. But I plead not my fault for having multiple usernames. Like, if you have multiple usernames, just pick a lane. Who needs different usernames in the year of our Lord 2024? Just use one across all platforms. Just one, you know? Yeah, who would have two usernames? Cahir is here. Look! There is a connecting thread. Like, if you saw Cahir is here type in chat, you'd be like, oh, that's probably Cahir, right? Whereas if you saw Qjins type in chat, you'd be like, who the fuck is that? Anyway. I'm gonna end this bit before anyone thinks it's for real. What was I saying before? No, you'd be like, wait, I just felt a holy presence. Sure. Sure. Hell yeah, I feel like it's on your side. Do you have non-Mango related usernames? You want that ham sandwich, so I think that. I'll have to watch the video if you guys are this eager for the carbon fiber sandwich. I mean, yes, but he's on your side of the poll. Oh, I see. I see. I will ensure that I watch this later, just to vote no. Right. You know, now I'm starting to think that while I do remember what I was talking about before, maybe it's the point that it's been too long, everyone will call me weird if I bring it up again. So I'll start the conversation over. I feel like, is this funny as a poll is like something that like an unfunny Discord server member, would post. Like, kind of like, the kind of guy to like, kind of always be online. Like, if two people are having a conversation online, they'll join in, even if the conversation has nothing to do with them. Like, in a situation where, like, two people are having a conversation in, like, the server text voice chat, or, like, posting images in, like, a server voice, like, a server... Like, if two people are, like, in a voice chat, like, there's the text chat for the voice chat. If someone posts, like, a meme there, then they'll go into that and, like, comment and be like, haha, and then try to, like, comment something relevant to the meme, even though they are clearly entirely outside of the context relating to the meme. Even though this meme has clearly been posted in the context of some other conversation that these people are having. Like, that kind of person. Feels like the kind of meme that, like, thing that they're doing, like a meme channel. It's just like a poll. Title, is this funny? Yes, no. Expecting people to, like, talk about the poll itself. Not, like, in a response to anything, just about the poll. Thanks for punctuating what I've been saying, YouTube, by pausing the fucking video for no reason. Anyway. Reminds me of, like, that other thing. You know when that meme went around for a bit where it was, like, someone sends someone an image? Like, someone sends... Generally, you have a text message. We're on the like, person receiving side of, like, the conversation, where someone sends, like, an image, or, like, some kind of, like, out-of-context message, and then they're like, oh, sorry, wrong person, and then, like, the person's meant to respond, like, who the hell was the right person? And then people, like, started doing that, but, like, not accidentally, just, like, deliberately posting, like, random fucking out-of-context shit to people, so they could go, whoops, wrong person, to get, like, the, who was the right person response, you know? You know the kind? Because I know the kind. Yes, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately is the operative word, though. Alright. It wasn't even that long ago that I last played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but it's still, like, in my head rent free. Speaking of memes and the meme channel, oh. Did you look at the image I sent before the meme video? No, again, I know. I don't like making a habit of looking at the Discord on stream. I will look after. I just wanted to... That is Fari? It is, yeah, no, I agree. I'm on your side with that one. I find it funny that, like, okay, so James Cameron's Avatar, the film franchise of all time, they've been, like, announcing, like, the next part of it, right? And, like, I'm all for dunking on Avatar, right? Like, I found it really fucking funny in the second one, when they kept on saying, like, their last name, so people would have to remember it. I don't. I've forgotten it again. I've forgotten the chant. But in the second Avatar, like, so, I think, I'm not sure if it was Jack's film specifically who pioneered the meme, but I feel like he really helped, like, kind of drum it up a bit more. What's it called? Was like, you can't remember the name of anyone from Avatar. You can't remember any of their fucking names. All the names are just a little bit too forgettable. You never remember them. So in the second one, like, the family had, like, a chant where it was like, we stick together. Like, their last name sticks together. And it almost felt like a direct response to that kind of meme. It probably wasn't. It probably was not intentional. But I couldn't help but feel it felt a little bit intentional. I also think I've only seen the first one around its launch. I find it funny that you say you think. So you might have seen the second one, you just forgot. Which is a very funny implication to me. Dominic, hello, how goes it? I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start. But yeah, no. Dogpiling and Avatar aside, I feel like people are dogpiling because of, like, just general, like, knee reaction, right? You're saying you might have seen it more than once. I see, but you can't remember still. But yeah, like, the third one is gonna have, like, the kind of, like... So we've seen, like, the grass group, right? The people who live in the jungle and the rest of the trees. And now we've seen the people who live in like, the water. They live in, like, they live down in the water. So, like, obviously, like, we got to see the people who, like, live in the fire, right? Like, the fire people. And obviously they're, like, the anti-nature bunch. They're not all on board. They're not all that on board with nature. Got an online diecast hunt tomorrow. Online diecast hunt? Do elaborate. But yeah, they are... Yeah, they're like an anti-nature group. And I saw those people like, oh wow, how original. Really copying the trends there. And it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like Avatar's got a lot of issues, right? Maybe an original idea wouldn't be all that bad of a thing for it. But... I don't know, I just don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. Like, sometimes... No, not sometimes. Themes exist for a reason, right? Like, fire is generally considered dangerous and, like, anti-nature. That is, like, a pretty, like, consistent and logical thing. Because if you light a fucking tree on fire, it burns down. So the group who like the fire, being anti-nature, that makes sense. That's logical. You fell asleep again. Oh, it's not an oh no. I hope you enjoyed your sleep, Rob. Welcome back to the conversation. I'm ranting about Avatar. The blue guys. Not the good one. But, what was it called? But yeah, like, I don't know, like, it just feels like people are ragging on Avatar to rag on Avatar, right? People are dissing because they like dissing. It's kind of like the consistent through line. I always remember, like, there was this one time, right? I cannot find this guy's channel again. I cannot find this guy's channel. I do not know where it is. I want to find it again. But he was adamant, right? He was adamant. He was like a video essayist, and he was adamant that the movie Avatar was a good film. And he had, like, evidence to back it up, right? Like, he expressed how, like, he thought the plot was, like, good and solid and made sense. He had like a lot to say about it, right? And he was, like, pretty adamant that Avatar was a good movie. And I don't know, I just can't help but think, if Avatar was genuinely a good film, it would have had more of, like, any impact on the public consciousness. Because people just remembered jack shit from that film before it became a meme. People did not remember anything about Avatar before, like, people started memeing on how no one remembered anything about Avatar. Like, for the highest, like, it's the highest grossing film of all time, right? Right? Fucking Titanic was the one before it. Titanic was the one before it. And Titanic, like, lives on in the public consciousness. Avengers lives on in the public consciousness, right? Like, even if people are turning on Avengers these days, like, Avengers is still something that kind of, like, a lot of people like, a lot of people kind of, like, it still got presence, right? To be fair, that's also because Marvel is a cinematic universe. But, like, I'd say the Titanic movie is a good specific, What was it called? The Titanic is like a specific film about the Titanic. So Titanic in general is a specific film about the Titanic, and that still kind of has, like, relevance. Avatar just doesn't. It just doesn't, and I feel like the fact that no one could remember anything about it kind of says that. Says it was just a nothing burger of a movie. It was just a nice visual of a movie. Did you enjoy the second film? It was long and the plot was kind of meh for both. Yeah, the second film was, like, alright. Again, I'm already starting to forget a lot of the plot points. I do like how the climax of the second film took place during the eclipse because Pandora is a moon orbiting a gas giant. So there's, like, a little temporary shorter night as the moon eclipses, as this, like, moon goes behind the planet. I like that a lot. That's really fucking cool. But, like, all in all, yeah, no, it was a bit of a nothing burger. It was, like, it wasn't a bad film. Do not get me wrong. I do not think either Avatars are bad movies. But it might be better if they were. Because if they were bad movies, they would be more memorable. They just sit firmly in the, yeah, it's alright zone. And kind of leave no impact at all. They're in quality limbo. Alright. That song confused me there, because I thought it had ended, but it hadn't. But it hadn't done that. But yeah, no, like, I'm interested, like, I'm not sure if I'll see the third one. Maybe I will. But the second one grossed really high as well, didn't it? I just find it funny because they keep grossing high, but, like, I bet. I think there might be more memorable... maybe? I think the second movie might be a bit more memorable than the first. But I'm not sure how much. I'm interested to see what the inciting incident of the next film's going to be, though, because they kind of, like, just were like, oh, yeah, we gotta run away. In the second one. Like, the reason they went to the water people was because they were like, oh, yeah, we gotta run away. Right. No brain. No brains. No brains today. I'll get to 8340, I think. I'll get to 8340, and then I'm gonna, what's it called? Start Pokidoku for the Pokideku. Start Pokidoku for the Pokideku. Whoa! 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 You know? I remember when my family sat me down to watch Titanic. I was just a kid, but I remember my mum and sister crying when the guy drowned. And I just burst out laughing. No! Oh no. El Bozo. I mean, I guess that is one of the bigger cultural impacts of the movie, is like, why didn't they both just get on the door? Why didn't they both? I just thought it was dumb, as the guy definitely could have gotten on it. I feel like that's just the general opinion, which probably isn't a good thing to have in an emotional climax of a movie, is like a very large plot hole. Mythbusters tested that, and what was the answer? Could they? He could have. Da, 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 da. Wow. Alright. Adam later on got to ask James directly, and what did he say? Wait, that is fucked up! James Cameron's made both Titanic and Avatar. Wait, highest grossing films of all time. In the top 5, James Cameron's on there 3 times. In the top 5, James Cameron's on there 3 times. Not a direct quote, but something along the lines of, "Did you read the script?" Says there he drowns. Is that hurts? That's a painful answer. Like, I see where he's coming from, but maybe he should have secured that plot hole better. That's fucked up. Also interesting that Inside Out 2 is in the top 10. I'm proud of it. I'm not proud of Lion King, though. This is depressing to look at, actually. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it 100%. It's actually kind of depressing to look at the top 10 grossest films of all time and seeing Avatar, which when it released was like a standalone, so I'll give it that. And then Avengers, part of a franchise. Avatar: Way of Water, part of a franchise. Titanic, standalone, based on a big historical event, but like standalone, so I'll give it that. Star Wars, part of a franchise. Avengers, part of a franchise. Spider-Man, part of a franchise. Inside Out 2, part of a franchise. Jurassic World, part of a franchise. Lion King, remake of beloved film. Avengers, part of a franchise. Furious 7, part of a franchise. Top Gun Maverick, sequel to a beloved film, still part of a franchise. 14, Frozen 2, part of a franchise. Barbie, standalone, based on a children's product. Avengers: Age of Ultron, part of a franchise. Super Mario Bros., part of a franchise. Black Panther, part of a franchise. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, part of a franchise. Deadpool and Wolverine, part of a franchise. Star Wars: Last Jedi, part of a franchise. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, part of a franchise. Frozen, original property when it came out, I'll give it that. Beauty and the Beast remake, part of a franchise. Incredibles 2, part of a franchise. Fate of the Furious, I think, yeah, that's Fast 8, so part of a franchise. Iron Man 3, part of a franchise. Minions, part of a franchise. Captain America: Civil War, part of a franchise. Aquaman, part of a franchise. Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, it is part of a franchise, but it was part of a trilogy, kind of in set in itself. So I know I'm kind of willing to give it a bit of leeway, but then again, if I'm going to give Lord of the Rings leeway, then maybe I should give stuff like Avatar: Way of Water leeway. But yeah, so much here is just part of franchises and shit, right? And if it's not part of a franchise, it's part of a fucking remake. Like, I don't know, it's genuinely quite depressing going down that list and seeing how... Like, then again... Maybe I am barking at the wrong end of the stick in that case, to be fair. Because I think the movies that the loss are being mourned of are more like the B-list movies that not everybody does like. I guess it makes sense for franchises to kind of end up grossing the most, because look at shit like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows or Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Those are the finales of long-building film franchises, which means that, what's it called? Which means that, like, everyone had seen, like, the last two, which meant that, like, it kind of stockpiled into, like, being so big in the final one, right? Like, that makes sense. So maybe I'm not... Maybe I should, like... I understand that it makes sense that, like, franchise movies ends up, like, grossing more because they have time to, like, build the pre-established audiences. So when the big events and big finales get to happen, like Avengers Endgame, like, of course they're going to do really well, right? Same with movies like Barbie. But I don't know, like... It's still kind of a shame how there's, like, less and less... The loss of the DVD and the rise of the streaming service, yeah, the loss of the DVD and the rise of the streaming service, I think, is genuinely just like a net negative for film as a whole. Films as a whole. And TV shows, really. You can send a link with a timecode if you want. I mean, I trust you on it. I do not disbelieve you on this matter. Feel free to post it in general. But I do not need proof. But I trust you, Mango. I'd say Top Gun could stand on its own as it was a cult classic movie and the sequel was really good. Yeah, no. I was just more meaning that, like, Top Gun Maverick was a sequel. I was just noticing how few, like, standalone things there were on the highest grossing films of all time, but then I realized that maybe that's not where we should be worrying about. Because, of course, that place has loads of franchises and stuff. In a way, it's impressive that Avatar made it to the top of that list. Top 10 grossest films of all time. Number 1, The Matrix. Oh, I meant A340. I'll go to A341 and then I'll do Pokidoku. Is it the scene where, like, he bursts out of the pod and he's all, like, goopy? Is that the issue you're striking? I didn't prepare this. And because I didn't prepare this, there's a high chance that I'm about to lose my mouse. So I'm going to prepare. Wait a minute. Okay, cool, and I still got my mouse too. I was just on the wrong one. This feels like a monumental waste of time. Yeah, I'm just gonna point to Mango's answer there. Isn't every game technically like that indeed? Alright. Close that down. What we got on Pokidoku today? Bind Evolution, No Evolution Line, and Hoenn. Ice, Flying, and Electric. So, okay, not... Okay, I do prefer to do this on my own, Kevin. Feel free to tell me the answers of categories that I haven't filled in yet. No, feel free to tell me the answers to categories I have filled in, but don't tell me the answers to categories I haven't. Yeah, ice. Like, Glalie and Frostlass, but I feel like I should maybe go more towards the middle. Darmanitan might end up being a good one, Gala Darmanitan. Because people tend to forget that a lot, but maybe people are starting to get wise to that and put it down. I feel like Gen 7 Ice types are a bit too iconic in Alolan Sandslash and Alolan Ninetales. I think those two have too many fans. Pokemon like Heatwave Avalugg might do well. Yeah, I'll do Avalugg. .4, maybe not. Maybe not actually. And then no evolution line ice types. Obviously, Ice Q. Kyurem could be an interesting one because there are 3 of them, but it is a legendary, which would bump up its numbers a lot. Cast form has a hail form. But is Cast Form Ice a better one to put in the Hoenn category? It's Pikachu Mango! What did I say about telling me the answers to categories that I haven't filled in yet? Alright, I'm gonna put in my goat. I'm gonna put in my goat. It's 20%. My goat got 20%. I should have predicted this. And Cast Form got 7. This is all around a failure, I'm gonna be honest. It was quoting memes. I'm aware, I'm just being annoying. Oof indeed. Okay, flying type, no evolution line. I'm gonna go Squawkabilly. Just go Squawkabilly, white. 2.1, that's fine. Hoenn flying types is where we're gonna go next. It's Tropius, it's Swellow, it's Wingull, it's Pelipper, it's Halo. Cryogon is a household name. It kind of is. I should have considered that really. Oricorio is a good one. What else do we have? What flying types are there other than Wingull and Hoenn? I don't think there are any. The Lati twins aren't actually flying type, even though they fly. Then we get... Should there be a Pokemon game akin to Mario Kart? I think Pokemon Dash. They should make another Pokemon Dash. Could be like Mario Kart, but instead of playing in carts, it's like the Pokemon running. Hoenn flying types. Altaria as well. Mega Altaria isn't flying anymore. Make way for Pokemon Tennis for real. Are there any Megas that get flying? Because all I can think of is Pinsir. So I don't think that... Do any Hoenn flying types other than Altaria get Megas? Don't answer that, to be clear. Because Altaria does, but it loses the flying type, so it doesn't actually count anymore. If someone brings a flying one and just fucks off somewhere, well, obviously they'd be like, have to stay on the track. Like, anyway. You nickname your Baxcalibur not Kyurem? Did I name the line something to do with Godzilla? I like the Godzilla type nicknames, because obviously it is. No, I need to lock in with this. Flying types from Hoenn. The issue is Hoenn flying types are really iconic. Wingull, Swablu, Altaria, Pelipper. Those are all, like, big names. Do you know who isn't a big name? Do you know who isn't a big name? Ninjask. This is a little bit big. What's this music from? This is the Battle Jungle, where you find Buzzwole and Ultra Sun. I was going to say an Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but then I remembered that's false, actually. Final Evolution Flying. Ninjask also technically counts in that category, but we're going to go with something else. Unfortunately, I don't think there's like a multi kind of evolution-y guy that could work in this category. So I should probably go to like Gen 6-ish? Maybe 7, 8? What even are the Gen 6 flying types? Because there's Talonflame, obviously, there's Vivian. But I think those are a bit too thinkable. So I don't want to go a bit later into the region. Noivern. But I think Noivern's a bit too iconic. The issue with Gen 7 is like there are so many single stage. There's one very Splatoon-y sound in it. Huh. It uses the sounds from It doesn't use the fight with Mustard uses the same like huh, hoya sounds. Like they're exactly the same. They're genuinely the same sound effects. They're not different. They just fucking reuse them in the Mustard fight. Not that that's an inherently bad thing, you know, but it just caught me off guard when I realized. No, come on, fine, Evolution fine. Dragonite, no. Gen 9 might be the way to go, but Birdie is single stage. So is Squawkabilly. Oh shit. Let's go down to Electric. I feel like Bolton would do a bit too well. Okay, Rotom's going to be the best one for this category. Let's go with Rotom. Rotom mows the lowest, which is why I think I should maybe put like Fan. And then Hoenn Electric types is obviously Manectric, Mega Manectric, Electrike. Is the Max Soup the only way to enable Gigantamax? I think so. Because other than that, you have to catch them with the Gmax factor, right? Unless there's some niche way that only applies to, like, one Pokemon. Because, like, even when, like, Melmetal came along, people were thinking that, oh, you'll, like, be able to get your Melmetal to Gmax somehow. But no, like, you have to get an event Melmetal. Hoenn Electric types is obviously, yeah, Manectric, Electrike, there's Plusle and Minun, which is kind of funny. There's other guys. I'm sure there's other guys. It's gotta be a couple of other guys. Plusle and Minun are going to be, like, leading up the lead. Regieleki? No, I'm going to go Mega Manectric. 15%. Ugh. Okay, that was a bad choice, but I genuinely can't remember any of the other Hoenn Electric types. Final Evolution Electric type. Archaludon is not, even though it's very electric oriented. Which brings me to Pokemon like Raichu alone, Raichu? No. Then 5 Zebstrika. Zebstrika, I feel like, while might be forgettable to a lot of people, I feel like it's got a very core and devoted fan base that I don't think would forget it. It's also quite early on in the game, so I feel like that would be very memorable. Electros, on the other hand, might be a little less memorable. But I think I'm going to go with Belly Bolt. And then Flying type, Final Evolution. There's only 4 in Hoenn. Okay, okay. I'm guessing Electric going to be the lowest, or maybe Plus Minor. It'd surprise me if it was. Plus Minor, that is. So either one of them's taking the lead, or like they're both up at the top. Flying type Final Evolution is this is going to be like one of those situations where I'm like, oh, obviously, you know? Where I'm like, wow, I really should have put that answer, I really should have thought of that. I can guarantee it. It's funny because Roshan Fan also counts here. Oh, Hisui Bravery! I knew there was a Hisui in Pokemon that was Flying type, but I don't think... It went zzz. How about a Bug? I don't know, I feel like Bugs are going to be a bit too commonly put, generally. Because like Butterfree, Beautifly, and Vivian, I feel like those are going to come to mind. Those are all very early game Pokemon. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go with Bravery. .5. 60's kind of low, but most unique's 33, so, Masquerade, Ultra... Swoobat was the lowest, Ninjask was the lowest on that side, and Salamence was the lowest on this side. Oh, but that wasn't that big of a difference between them. Manectric was actually the lowest. Oh, wait, where was the category I fucked up in, then? Oh, that one I did? Oh, alright, yeah, Cryogonal. Alright, yeah, Cryogonal, who was the highest per more than Regice, Articuno, and Lapras, and Delibird, and Kyurem, and both Ice Cubes, and Galastria, and Shenpao, and Castform Snowy. It stopped. Oh, Mothim, I see, I see. Beautifly was actually near the bottom. I'm gonna cry. Mothim was as well. That's crazy. Bravery was a bit higher. Squawkabilly was actually quite high. The Miniors got lower than Squawkabilly. Interesting. And so did Yveltal, what the hell? Anyway, could have done a bit better there, but I didn't, so that's okay. Mothman? Not quite, not quite. But yeah, thank you for coming. I hope you all had a great time. I had a great time after the first 15 minutes, you know. We got to a certain point, and then for some reason my enjoyment skyrocketed of this stream. But I hope you all enjoyed the whole thing. But yeah. Thank you. Oh, I see! You said have a good weekend! It still says it on the live chat on screen. You have a good weekend as well, Felix. But yeah. Hate. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming. I hope you all had a great time. I certainly have. And I will see you all on Wednesday over on the Cahir is Here YouTube channel for some Genshin content. Be sure to stop by for that. Been thoroughly enjoying that. And we'll be doing domains and stuff. So if you want to do some domains, you should stop by. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I hope you all had a great time. Goodbye and good night.